The Sixers find a way to lose again. And for some reason, we didn't have Joel Embiid. This was not a back-to-back. So Embiid not playing is very weird. Why did Embiid play 30 minutes against the Nets? Right? And no injury was reported. No injury was reported after the game, during the game, or even before the Nets game. Nothing was talked about. He played 30 minutes against the Nets. We blew them out. Honestly, he didn't even have to play the second half. It's just really annoying, you know? Like, when you're excited to watch a game, when you have a good matchup, right? The Suns versus the Sixers. Kevin Durant, Paul George, you know? Embiid, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Tyrese Maxey. That's a good matchup, right? We're not going to have good matchups every single game. We're going to go against the Wizards, the Hornets, and those are the teams we beat. We beat those teams. That's fine. I mean, obviously, that's doing your job, right? But when you go against a good team like the Suns, you want to have your full roster, right? So you guys can be compatible, right? I don't want us to get compatible playing trash teams. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You're not going to get better playing the Hornets. You're not, right? You can be better. See, Embiid, miss the games when we're playing the Hornets. I don't understand. Like, why is that like rocket science? All right? If you play the Suns, play it. If you play the Nets, don't play. I don't care if you play the Charlotte Hornets or whatever they're from, right? Don't play. You don't have to play against the Hornets. I don't care. I'm not going to be mad. I will be mad when you play 2 days before against the Nets, and then you can't play against the Suns. Like, it's dumb. It makes no sense. Like, whoever is orchestrating Embiid's misses or him playing or not, like, he needs to get fired. Because how can he play against the Nets? We blow them out. He plays 30 minutes. No one talks about an injury. No one talks about his foot hurting. No one does. And then he can't play because his foot hurts against the Suns. All right, I'm going to drop it now and let's talk about the game. But that's an issue. That's an issue. This is probably why we can never look like an actual team in the playoffs. Is because we never go against good teams with their full roster. Now let's talk about the game. And we're going to start with Paul George. This guy shot 5 for 18, only scoring 13 points. Now when someone shoots 18 shots and only scores 13 points, you're having a rough day. And especially that being Paul George, like, he just has a problem for some reason. He doesn't want to drive and get easy layups or easy floaters or easy close shots. He always settles for threes. He settles for deep mid-range shots, contested fadeaways. Just make the game easy for yourself, you know? Like, we already have an Embiid who, instead of backing down and going for wide-open layups, this guy does faders from the free throw line. You know, we already have a player like that. We do not need two players to do fadeaways instead of just wide-open layups. All right? And Paul George, you're 6'9", man. And I know you've gotten hurt twice this year with their leg, but, you know, we're going to need you to be more aggressive. We're going to need you to go in that paint, especially without Embiid. Like, we need someone getting points in the rim, and it can't just be Kelly Oubre. Now, Paul George, probably our best on-ball defender. I mean, this guy is great on-ball and off-ball. He gets a lot of steals. So I will give Paul George credit defensively. He's also a pretty good passer. He had 5 assists. He does spread the ball. If he's not having a great game like he did today, he's going to be passing and passing. So you can, all right, I'll give you some credit, Paul George. But, man, 18 shots, 13 points. We're never going to win if Paul George is doing that. Like I said, Joel Embiid was hurt and Drummond was hurt, so Yabusele got the start, and honestly, he played pretty solid. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. I'm not sure if he probably had more double-doubles in the season, but first one I remember. He shot 5 for 12, 36 minutes. I think Yabusele played great. I think every game Yabusele plays good. Like, there's not one game where I'm like, yeah, Yabusele cost us that game. There's nothing bad I can say about Yabusele. He's probably my favorite player at this point, so Yabusele, keep doing your thing, man. You're a Philly legend already. He's a Philly legend. I don't care what anyone says. Yabusele is a Philly legend. Even if he's probably gonna leave. Like, why would he stay? He's getting paid $1 million. Like, a bad team would probably be willing to offer him $15 million a year. I'm not gonna lie, probably. So this might be his one and only year in Philly, but you are and will always be a Philly legend, Yabusele. Caleb Martin, pretty an average Caleb Martin game. 8 points, 2 for 6. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, just mid-game. Tyrese Maxey, 31 points, 10 assists. Now, I did say, for us to win without Embiid, Maxey needs to drop 30 points, and he did. But that was, that's me forgetting about Paul George. Paul George also has to be a capable player, right? At least giving you 15 points. So, and that didn't happen. So, yeah, it was basically Tyrese Maxey and Kelly Oubre carrying. Kelly Oubre had 26 points. He shot 9 for 18, 11 rebounds. So, honestly, Kelly Oubre did play the best stat-wise, but, I always, and I will keep saying this, if Kelly Oubre is your second best scorer, you're not going to win. You're not. It doesn't matter what team. Only team you could probably win and Kelly Oubre being your leading scorer or second leading scorer is probably the Wizards, the Hornets, those type of teams. But if you're going against the Suns or any good team that's made the playoffs, you're not going to win with Kelly Oubre leading you. Like, it's not. It just doesn't happen, right? We did have some bench guys like Justin Edwards come up, played 13 minutes. He did knock down 1-3. Adam Bona had 11 minutes. Adam Bona, I like Adam Bona. I think he's still a raw prospect. Like, he's still new. He's a rookie, right? So he gets a lot of foul calls. But, just in 11 minutes, he had 5 boards, 4 points. Like, that's a solid game for him. So I would like to see Bona more often if Drummond's hurt. But other than that, there's not much to talk about. This was a very, very depressing game, right? We started off in the first quarter on fire, and then in the second quarter, we couldn't score. And that's honestly the life of a Sixers fan, right? We win, we look good, and then where it matters the most, we choke. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. Peace out.